Along with handmade gowns, HERFF Jones also makes handmade hoods. This one is for the University of Illinois, and they come in different colors to represent different majors. You can find Dean Rose's work from Champaign to Urbana, just like this arch that he created for the Urbana Park District for the new playscape going in soon. For students leaving their car on campus over break, it is important to make sure that that is locked as well. Here at the Midwest Collegiate Judo Championship, we have people competing at many different skill levels. Some people here today will be just starting out with their white belt, while others will be competing with different degree levels of their black belt. Seniors might be starting to feel the stress of graduation as their commencement ceremony slowly approaches. The stress they feel is easily comparable to the stressful environment that can be felt when walking through the HERFF Jones graduation apparel production plant located in Champaign. They are the provider of gowns and accessories to universities, high schools, and other organizations across the United States. Plant manager Zach Baird describes just how busy they are right now.
80% of our shipments ship out in March, April, and May. It's centered around the spring graduations. In a year, we ship out about, total caps and gowns, we ship out about 700,000 caps and gowns out of this facility.
All apparel is hand sewn. Production starts when a machine cuts the fabric to size, and then the fabric goes to a sewer who then hand sews each gown. Each graduation tassel is even hand woven, cut, and assembled. Even though this is the most hectic time of year for the company, sales shipping lead Phyllis Wright says they never let the stress discourage them.
It is really busy. You have to know how to multitask, but we work well under pressure, and we're used to this. This is my 13th year here, so we're used to the busy time, and we like to make our customers happy, so we make it happen.
The plant provides gowns and accessories for thousands of different schools across the nation. However, the University of Illinois was actually one of the first customers for the company. Along with handmade gowns, HERFF Jones also makes handmade hoods. This one is for the University of Illinois, and they come in different colors to represent different majors. Spring is the busiest time of year for HERFF Jones because it's leading up to mini graduation ceremonies. Even though the atmosphere gets stressful during this time of year, plant manager Zach Baird says that they get through it by keeping in mind the end goal of all their production.
Our commitment is that we're going to have the cap and gown there for graduation, and so when they do graduate, it's going to be a memorable experience for them.
In Champaign, Mikayla Johnson, UI7 News. Dean Rose took his interest in blacksmithing and turned it into his career. He spends his days working metal into different pieces that he eventually sells to the public. Rose runs his blacksmithing business out of a work shed in his backyard. To the outside, it might not seem like more than a shed, but inside are Rose's metal creations and equipment that's even older than he is.
I'm quite fortunate. A lot of this stuff is, 100, 150 years old, nicely made. And then the oldest ones are the Armitage mouse hole, which, dates from about the Civil War and before.
Rose mainly makes handrails that he ships all around the country and even internationally. However, he doesn't only do handrails. He uses a 3D printer to create molds for other things like bells and miscellaneous projects that people request of him. Rose will even personalize gifts such as bells with people's names. You can find Dean Rose's work from Champaign to Urbana, just like this arch that he created for the Urbana Park District for the new playscape going in soon. Urbana Park's project manager, Caitlin Lill, recently worked with Rose to install the arch that frames the entranceway to a new outdoor child play place in the Urbana Park District. Lill said that Rose created exactly what they had envisioned and was a pleasure to work with.
We knew that Dean did custom work and approached him about creating this unique piece to welcome people as they came to the playscape.
After looking into his own family history, he discovered that his great-great-grandfather was a blacksmith as well.
George W. Rose, my great-great-grandfather, we actually have a picture of him. He was a blacksmith in the Union Army.
Rose combines modern technology with old practices to create metalwork of all kinds. It's a hobby turned career that not only provides one-of-a-kind metalwork to the Champaign-Urbana area and beyond, but also helps continue on a family tradition. In Urbana, Mikayla Johnson, UI7 News.
Homecoming 2016. Champaign Central High School celebrated its homecoming game this weekend against Urbana. Both teams warmed up while I took the time to get to know some of the players.
I'm Carl Weber. I'm a senior at Central. I'm Tony Clark. I play for Central Maroon football. We call our home field our practice field.
Yeah, our practice field.
We bring dirt every game and put it on this field, make it feel like it's home. And this season been up and down, so we got to win this one.
Yeah, we got to win this game. A lot of intensity between two teams.
It's a rivalry, cross-town rivalry. Yeah, it should be fun.
Cheerleaders, fans, and the school band all helped welcome the Champaign Maroons to the field at the beginning of the game. Fans chanted during kickoff and did their best to encourage the players for the first play of the game.
We're out here at Tommy Stewart Field, and we're here for the homecoming football game. It's Champaign Central High School versus Urbana. It's going to be the homecoming game. There's going to be a lot of alumni, a lot of fans. Here we go, Central! Here we go!
We're trying to keep our playoff hopes alive, so we have to win this game in that sense. So it's very important in that sense, but it's also important because it's Champaign versus Urbana, because it has so much history. We're talking about over 100 years of football that we've been playing with these guys. So there's a lot of history here. It's cool to be a part of it, and of course, we're competitors. We want to win.
Easy, I like it. Yeah! It's a ball game now, baby. I like it.
The Central flag was ran down the sidelines and the band played the school song. Senior Carl Weber helped lead his team to a victory of a 47-14 win against Urbana High School. Champaign Central will play their next game in Peoria on October 7th. In Champaign, Mikayla Johnson, UI7 Newsbreak.
I'm live out here in Urbana where it's been snowing all afternoon. However, right now the snow seems to be lightening up just a little bit, but it's still just as cold outside. Yesterday we saw temperatures get to almost 60 degrees, and now we have about a couple inches of snow on the ground. It's been a truly Midwestern weather-filled week.
A police officer in Ohio went above and beyond his duties to help out a 5th grader. 10-year-old Lena Draper turned to Facebook to reach out to Marion, Ohio Police Department in hopes to receive some assistance on her math homework. An officer responded and helped solve 2 math problems.
Even though it feels like we've been experiencing nothing but rain here in Champaign-Urbana lately, I'm here to tell you that the weekend weather is looking up. But first, let's take a look at your radar. As you can see, a lot of the Midwest right now is experiencing this rainfall. Urbana is right in the middle of it. We're getting more rainfall in addition to last week, which is creating a flash flood warning for a lot of the area, so be on the lookout for that.